First thing is we have to find ourselves in the Kislev, final redemption, the ultimate redemption took place actually also this evening, which is the night between the 19th and the 20th of Kislev. Now, the Rebbe, when he wanted to begin one of his discourses in regards to the Kislev, began with the phrase which is the blessing that we make on Hanukkah. It starts to us and this is Rabbi Seligson, Vayom Emahem Bisman Hazeh. The miracles for our ancestors in those days and this time. And now the Rebbe explains, Vayom Emahem means Hanukkah and Purim. Bisman Hazeh means Eucharistic. That's how we began in mind. So the first year, the first anniversary since the redemption from prison, and it came because and to a certain extent became very emotional, and the Rebbe wanted they should still hold on to Chabad teachings, which is mind over heart, and therefore this mind was delivered, speaking about the unique quality of mind over heart. When we research the Yontif of Kislev, we find that every one of our Rabbi has given a certain insight of what Kislev is. When it comes to the Alter Rebbe has said in regards to Kislev that I have sanctified the name of Kislev like in Peter, that whatever a person will request should be fulfilled. The leader of the Rebbe, the successor, the son of the Alter Rebbe, would, in the Hasidic discourses, speaking about Yudas Kislev, it was delivered on Yudas Kislev, he elaborates on the redemption, which is in a peaceful manner, and he refers it's a reflection of how to be redemption by the rule. In this time, the grandson of the Alter Rebbe was 10 a few months at the first anniversary of his Kislev. He comes to the shul, he bangs on the table, and he says, and we're reciting the verses of Malkah. And then we started in the office, and the Alter Rebbe, and he honored people with going to a specific halacha. He said, well, Melaveh is the first halacha, and they rejoiced in the simchas of the halachas. With the time they had like simchas later, with a simchas later. This was when it was 10 years and not even 3 months. 9 years and almost 3 months. Rabbi Marash has an additional dimension to this Kislev. Because Kislev, it comes after a preparation of 3 months. There is the 18th of Elul, which is basically the birthday of the Alter Rebbe and Hashem. And then comes Tishrei Cheshvan Kislev. Rabbi Marash says there needs to be a preparation. The preparation is a 3-month process. A preparation how a person prepares, enhances oneself in the spiritual sense, the spiritual manner, and that is the Hafana Hakdama to Yudas Kislev. As the Rebbe Hashab once elaborated, that it was referring to enhancing one's Chachma Bina Das, Bina Chabad. Since Yudas Kislev is a refresher for the teaching of Chabad and the service of Hashem, as it is in Deus Chabad. Therefore, Rebbe Marash said that there is a union of preparing 3 months to the 3 months before Yudas Kislev. Rebbe Hashab added a new dimension, an additional dimension to Yudas Kislev. It was 1901, late 1901, and the Rebbe Hashab is in Moscow, right before Yudas Kislev. We're saying this was something very, very painful because they felt that Rebbe Hashab should be collaborating with them, and here the Rebbe Hashab is involved in meetings, conferences, for the benefit of they turned over every option they had, they used. They approached Melaveh Hashanah's mother, and they asked, would you ask the request from your son, he should come back to meet his sister. When we think a minute about it, it's Melaveh Hashanah 2 times a year. That's it. He delivered discourses by God more often, but it was 3 times a year. And later, when Siddim heard that the system was falling out of the calendar, it was something that they felt, it is a third of the year already. They went to the Rabbi Seligson. Rabbi Seligson asked them, what my son could do and he wants to do, I will ask him to do. But what he cannot do, unable to do, I will not ask him to do. And now we know that he was not able to get back in time to the Kislev. And instead, the Rebbe Hashem wrote a letter, and this is a letter that reads through the last 122 years. Rebbe Hashem writes that Judas Kislev is the day that our soul was redeemed in peace, and the light and life of our soul was given to us. And this is Rosh Hashanah Ladai. This is Rosh Hashanah for Chassidus. This is the first announcement from one of the Rabbi that Judas Kislev is Rosh Hashanah for Chassidus. And the Rebbe Hashem continues. It's not only, it's a nice day, it's a nice title, but he says, this is the beginning of your works, like we say Rosh Hashanah, and a person needs to awaken. To awaken our hearts, like we do in Rosh Hashanah, and inspire myself and receive the hashpah for the whole year. When the letter came to Siddim made a note for it. Some Siddim got it in the mail in other time. The Lubavitch arrived in time, but some cities in Russia got it later, and they basically commemorated the day of receiving this letter with a very big simcha. And every year, this is marked as Rosh Hashanah Chassidus, Rabbi Rosenfeld mentioned earlier, this is the beginning of the Hayom. The Rebbe begins the Hayom with the system. And he instructed us 35 years ago that with the system we begin learning the Hayom, and we begin with the letter of the Rebbe Hashem. So this is basically a full page for the beginning of the Hayom. The previous Rebbe, in late 1920, very sick, after himself was the pastor of his father, typhus, or one of the Africa had typhus, and it was a very dangerous situation. Receiving gave years of their life. We have to make a list of names of Siddim who gave years of their life to the Friedrich Rebbe. It didn't take more than 3 to 5 years. And basically, the Friedrich Rebbe recovered, Baruch Hashem, and he then began writing the letter of Siddim right before he was Kislev. And the Friedrich Rebbe writes very sternly that we should know that on this day you became a nation to Hashem. Siddim became a nation to Hashem. And he writes, therefore you should take upon yourself resolutions, learning Nigla, Chassidus, take upon yourself the yoke of Hashem's kingdom, and everyone should learn and be very enhanced and with resolutions. And then he concludes the day in the letter. Very, very strongly. We don't see it by any other of the Rabbi. I'll say it first in Hebrew, and then I'll say it in English. Be very careful with this day because it is a sacred day. This is the word from the Friedrich Rebbe, which means that the day has to be fulfilled in a way that is fully enhanced and fulfilled, and the Rebbe mentions in regards to the Hayom, that it is Hayom, the Friedrich Rebbe would say, Hayom, he said, Hayom, the day is the day. When is it the day? It is the day when it is fulfilled to its fullest countenance. Then comes our generation. The Rebbe, in addition to all the other above insight on the Yom Kippur Kislev, the Rabbi adds that he was once asked that since in the Kislev Rosh Hashanah of Sidis, when is the final seal? When is the Gemara seal? So the Rabbi said in the same sense that the Rosh Hashanah has the final seal 10 days later. Likewise, in the Kislev, in the 29th of Kislev, is 10 days after the Kislev. So it's Malkah Hashem Shemechua. And the Rebbe speaks also in another statement in regards to the tshuva, the guidance. And therefore, the Rebbe said that this is the beginning of 10 days which a person can compensate and chaparah. The Rebbe also mentioned that the Kislev of Chav Kislev is 1 day, 1 Yom Tov. Well, Yom Tov Shenish Shabbos, but at the point of Rosh Hashanah, it's considered like 1 day. When it comes to Rosh Hashanah, it's one day. So the Melaveh, we find ourselves in a special time, take upon ourselves resolutions in the Yom that are connected with sinners and very instructions that I gave, and we should be able to fulfill it. And the Rebbe said that this is the year which is also a leap year. So therefore, we learned that as it is originally written for the leap year. And in addition to that, the calendar setting of this year is exactly the calendar setting of Ayimeh. It is this of Shabbos, and that's what we find ourselves now today. It is this of Shabbos. The Rebbe should help that we should fulfill all the yearning that they want from us, and we smart Gula, the Gula of the system we should bring down the final redemption. Gula be this Amen.
Rabbi Seligson continued to pray right now on the bench. Friedman, and wash. Friedman will lead us in benching, and then the Rabbi will continue.